The season of fire has come in Nepal once again. A wildfire originating in the Iname Community Forest in Tangtangenada, Bhojpur district in Kosi province on March 17 destroyed 17 houses, 8, 8 outhouses, and 10 sheds. At around 11 p.m. on Sunday, people of Bulde, Bethanchuk Rural Municipality, Ward number 3 in Kavre district in Bagmati province had a rude awakening as a wildfire had broken out in Gorakhnath Community Forest. For a typical rural municipality or even a municipality in Nepal or a metropolis worth its name for that matter, firefighting equipment is a luxury and Bethanchok is no exception. Though ill-equipped, local representatives, security personnel, forest committee members, and local residents banded together, they tried to put out the flames as it was a posing a threat. It was a looming threat to nearby settlements. Later, they would come to know that the flames had caused damage to Alidada and Harka Bhanjang drinking water projects. Luckily, the team managed to avert a loss of lives with a coordinated effort. The Bulde wildfire came not long after a massive blaze at the Mahabharat jungle in Thamlek Hill, Khanikhola, that is, Khanikhola Rural Municipality, Ward number 1 in Kabre district. The Mahabharat fire that started in the last week of January continued for days on end, necessitating dousing efforts using helicopters. Again, luck was on the side of Bolde and nearby areas as a band of people managed to put out the flames without a loss of life. By the way, if you have not subscribed to this channel, I request you to subscribe to it, comment on our presentation, and press that like button. Your support means an awful lot to us. Let's continue with this presentation. But luck, it is not always by the side of an ill-prepared humanity in the face of fire and other disasters, man-made or otherwise, as statistics suggest. I'll present to you some of the statistics, some of the data. Let's look first at the trail of death, devastation, and displacement resulting from the forest fires in Nepal over the years. According to the Global Forest Watch, between 2001 and 2023, Nepal lost 7.05 kilohectares of tree cover from forest fires and 48.6 kilohectares from all other drivers of loss. The year with the most tree cover loss due to fires during this period was 2009. That was when 1.33 kilohectares of was lost to fires. That is 24% of all tree cover loss for that year. The average annual loss of lives and properties from these blazes must send a shiver up our government authorities' spine, provided they have a spine. That is, for government statistics, on an average, 77 people lose their lives in wildfires and other incidents of fire every year in this ill prepared country. The June 2022 edition of the Journal of Forest and Livelihood sheds some light on the cause of forest fires in Nepal. A study titled Status and Practical Implications of Forest Fire Management in Nepal, authored by Hariprasad Pandey et al., throws some light on the causes of fire. Per the study report, about 58%, that is a staggering percent, isn't it? Per that report, about 58% of forest fires in Nepal are the result of deliberate burning by grazers, poachers, hunters, and non-timber forest product collectors. 22% due to negligence and 20% due to accident. Per the same study, more than 80% of wildfires occur in Nepal in March and April, about 20% in March and 60%, a whopping 60% of these forest fires occur in Nepal in April. The data, these statistics just present a clear picture. The government authorities, based on these statistics, can just prepare their blueprint to combat fire. Then come monsoon disasters. Let's talk about them also. After a tender dry season of wildfires, another season of natural disasters like floods, landslides, and lightning incidents is most likely to follow even in this day of climate change and its deniers. According to the Department of Hydrology and Meteorology, the monsoon normally sets in eastern Nepal on June 13 and withdraws on October 12. Every year, the monsoon leaves behind a trail of death, destruction, and displacement. This is partly due to climate change, partly due to lack of preparedness. This chronic lack of preparedness on the part of our government authorities and partly due to very environmentally unfriendly projects undertaken in the holy name of development, that too in a country known for high seismicity and vulnerability to all sorts of natural disasters. Data from the National Disaster Risk Reduction Authority, that is NDRRMA. These data from NDRRMA, I'll be using this acronym as we just move along. These data from this NDRRMA, that is the National Disaster Risk Reduction Authority under the Ministry of Home Affairs of Nepal, paint an alarming picture. They show that monsoon disasters in 2024 caused the highest human casualties in Nepal since 2009 and 5 times more than in 2023. In 2024, in 2024, monsoon entered Nepal on June 10 and retreated on October 12. This means the country had a monsoon 10 days longer than average. The longer monsoon, it came with more severe consequences, with a 537%, a whopping 537% surge in human casualties compared to the corresponding period in 2023. Between June 10 between June 10 and October 12, a total of 494 people died. 66 went missing and 532 people sustained injuries in 2,136 monsoon-related incidents that affected a whopping 500 a whopping 5,937 families, whereas in the 2023 monsoon that set in on June 12, June 14, and withdrew on October 15, there were 891 recorded incidents that killed 92 people, affected 6,128 families, caused 30 people to go missing, and caused injuries to 168 people. Moreover, NDRRMA, that is National Disaster Risk Reduction Authority, NDRRMA data from 17 July 2018 to 16 July 2024, that is a 6-year period. These data, NDRRMA data, show that fires caused a total loss of 17.63 billion Nepali rupees during the review period, apparently, followed by earthquake that caused property losses, infrastructural losses of 10.5 billion, floods caused a loss of 6.8 billion, heavy rains resulted in a loss of 1.6 billion. Then came landslides that caused a loss of 3.4 billion, and windstorms, that caused a loss of 1.8 billion. For the data, 2,783 incidents of landslide reported during the review period. They killed 859 people. Incidents of fire killed uh, 15,593 incidents of fire. That is, they killed 593 people. 1,699 incidents of thunderbolt killed 408 people. Incidents of flooding killed 881 incidents of flooding killed 245 people. Incidents involving animals 1,743 incidents involving animals killed 242 people. Incidents of snake bite 229 incidents of snake bite killed 126 people. Drowning 146 incidents of drowning killed 122 people. 820 incidents of windstorm killed 73 people. 162 incidents of 162 incidents that occurred in high altitude killed 70 people, and 1,625 incidents of rainfall killed 67 people. According to the Climate Risk Index, Nepal ranks 10th in the world as a country most affected by past climate hazards. It states that this climate risk index states that Nepal's climate vulnerability stems from an interplay of climate factors, unique geography, weak policies and institutions, and existing development pathways that are not resilient to shocks. The primary duty of every state worth its name. What is the primary duty of every state worth its name? It is obviously to protect the life and properties of its subjects. If the past is any guide, our polities of all hues and shades have not had a stellar performance on this front. It is a given. It is clear as daylight. In this season of fires, even our sovereign parliament seems to be on fire, literally, thanks to fiery exchanges between the Republicans and the monarchists. This inferno is sapping the state of its energies as our political heavyweights engage in a war of words instead of bothering to channelize the national energies, instead of bothering to channelize the national energies to combat fires and step up preparedness vis-a-vis monsoon disasters that are not so far away. In a country ill prepared for dealing with disasters, in a country ill prepared and ill equipped for dealing with disasters of all kinds, man made or otherwise, the fire rapidly spreading beyond the house's confines comes at a time when the dragon and the elephant in the neighborhood are exploring. They are exploring the possibility of dancing together. instead of continuing with their hostilities. And this comes also at a time, interestingly, this comes at a time when the global superpower is retreating with the intent of nursing its wounds. Let's take, let me take the audience to centuries ago. Centuries ago, increased trade, increased trade and other exchanges between two neighborhood giants used to benefit our very own empire sized country. Those days are long gone, pushing this country, like many other medium sized and small countries, into an unprecedented existential crisis. Thanks to a rapidly changing world and inability on the part of our political leadership of all hues and shades to navigate the choppy waters. A proverb goes, whether elephants fight or make love, it is the grass that suffers. Our contemporary history, it shows that this country has lost pounds of flesh whenever our political forces have failed to make peace on their own. Only if these forces, only if these forces come together can Nepal expect to benefit from the rise of our two giant neighbors and the emergence of the Asian century. As fires continue unabated in the House and beyond, in the sovereign parliament and beyond, as the globe continues to revolve at a dizzying pace, and as our crises continue to deepen, the onus is on our political forces to learn lessons from history, bridge their divide, channelize energies, and switch to the firefighting mode before it's too late. With this remark, I wrap up this edition of Soft Talk. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening.